A great white shark got stranded on a beach and never could have saved itself, but about 100 tourists came together to do the job. It's a great example of how we can make miracles happen when we work together.
Vegan, live and die a true human.
With profound, humble gratitude and love to all venerated enlightened masters, we bow to the Almighty in soulful gratefulness for gifting us with their holy, blessed presence. May all beings be awakened by their divine grace. Etc.
Supreme Master TV Max. Maximize your blessings at home, work, and anywhere.
All of you should try to set up your telephone. You go onto the site called suprememastertv.com/max or folia, poacher, Livia. Then you can set up your computer or even your handy smartphone without SIM into 40 quadrillion screens of Supreme Master Television. The dots are very, very small, but there are 40 quadrillion screens behind them. And if you have several no SIM phones set up on that, then it's a lot.
Other inventive ways to multiply the 40 quadrillion Supreme Master TV screens. When you go to www.suprememastertv.com/max, click the button that is for your device. One is for PC or Android phone or tablet. The other is for Apple iOS phone or tablet and any other device. Under that, you can click on the 1+3 max button to see one big screen of Supreme Master TV Live that you can watch and listen to as usual, together with 3 smaller screens of 40 quadrillion each. Enjoy our TV and the immense blessing at the same time. The offline button downloads the video to your device to keep the positive energy flowing without internet connection. The NX Max button shows many screens of 40 quadrillion for super multiplied blessings. Please tell all you know, all others, so this can help the whole world to be saved. Print out a Supreme Master TV Max card to distribute wherever you go, for example, if it is safe for you.
That kind of concentrated, huge, incredible energy will bless your home, bless your environment, your village, your town, or your city. And if many people do that, will bless your country, bless the world. Then our world will have less disasters, less war, more happiness, more intelligence, and more abundant blessings in our life. Just try it and you'll see the miracles that will happen.
To utilize this tool free of charge, please visit suprememastertv.com/max or youtube.com/@folia999/streams.
I have been a vegan now since 1990.
I will be 73 years old this coming December.
I was showing someone your Instagram, telling them I was interviewing you today, and she literally thought you were in your 30s or 40s.
Oh.
Look at me. I'm 50 years old. You can see this is the real skin that I have after 6 years of being raw vegan. On the left-hand side, I was 44 years old here. I was overweight. I was struggling with gut health problems and inflammation, and my skin was like splotchy and lumpy. And now, after 6 years raw vegan, my skin is absolutely amazing and radiant. My eyes have lightened up.
Best part definitely is my hair growing and like having new hair growth. That happened probably 6 months into my journey.
Okay, so I'm 60 years old. I'm in better health now than I have been in my entire life. There is nothing on me that is cut or sewn or injected or Botox. Sorry guys, it's lifestyle and diet.
She teaches people how to go whole food, plant-based, and thrive. If you see some of her videos, she's had a huge transformation with many things.
After, going all in with plants, I began to see a drastic difference in my health.
Vegan, the beauty comes from your veins.
We now invite you to watch the next part of Supreme Master Ching Hai's message titled A Talk Dedicated to the Christian Faithful, Part 6 of 7, on Between Master and Disciples, given in English on April 11th, 2025.
For decades, Supreme Master Ching Hai, vegan, has illuminated our world with her divine teachings. A fully enlightened master, she imparts the Kuan Yin method of meditation to those desiring to immediately discover the God nature within to achieve in one lifetime eternal liberation from the cycle of transmigration. The Kuan Yin method has been practiced by all enlightened masters, such as the worshipped world-honored one Shakyamuni Buddha, vegan, the worshipped Son of God Jesus Christ, vegetarian, the venerated master and philosopher Confucius, vegetarian, the venerated Lord Krishna, vegetarian, the venerated master and philosopher Lao Tzu, vegan, the venerated Lord Mahavira, vegan, the beloved prophet Muhammad, vegetarian, peace be upon him, Sri Guru Nanak Dev Ji, vegetarian, and many more. Supreme Master Ching Hai, vegan, emphasizes that if we always remember God, render selfless service to others, and follow the laws of the universe, we will reach our highest potential as humans and truly understand our purpose on earth. An extraordinary living example of compassion, she lovingly and regularly sends material and financial assistance to refugees, the homeless, natural disaster victims, and others needing relief. Supreme Master Ching Hai, vegan, receives love and recognition from various organizations, media, governments, individuals, and many awards, such as the 2006 Gusi Peace Prize, considered the Nobel Peace Prize of the East, the World Spiritual Leadership Award in 1994, the Mahavir Award in 2008, February 22nd and October 25th, both proclaimed as the Supreme Master Ching Hai Day, an honorary citizen of the United States, etc., and has been honored throughout the years with numerous other awards and accolades for her outstanding philanthropic and humanitarian deeds. etc. We apologize for not being able to show many other awards and honors for lack of space and time. Supreme Master Ching Hai, Vegan, respectfully thank all special individuals, organizations, leaders, and governments for all your genuine, loving, ongoing support. May heaven bless you forevermore. We, the Supreme Master Ching Hai International Association members, are also sincerely grateful for your expressive kindness. Wishing you the best. A true voice for our beautiful animal friends, Supreme Master Ching Hai, Vegan, promotes the peaceful, loving, plant-based diet and envisions, with humanity's awakening to the sacredness of all life, a tranquil and glorious all-vegan world, where people of both animal and human kingdoms live in respectful harmony. Her initiatives included alternative living flyer distribution, the international vegan restaurants Loving Hut, vegan food companies, vegan fur products, Supreme Master Television, as well as writing and speaking to influential government and media leaders, participating in televised conferences on climate change, etc. Whether we're aware of it or not, her efforts have had an enormous influence on global awareness of the animal people-friendly lifestyle and how this benevolent way can bring lasting peace among nations while saving our planet from climate change and disasters.
Now, for you, all of you in Christianity, please don't differentiate between your religion and Buddhism or other great religions. It's just the Buddha has been a peace preacher. He has never advocated violence, and that's what I like. The same with Christianity. But the later followers of Christianity or Islam or other several religions misuse the teachings of Christ and create so much chaos or bloodshed in this world. That must not be. That should never be allowed by any master. But sometimes they are forced into that situation. Like, for example, Sikhism was also relentlessly persecuted by the government at that time.
The story of Guru Arjan Dev Ji, vegetarian, the fifth Sikh Guru, is one of profound strength in the face of unimaginable pain. He was a man of peace, known for his gentle heart and vision for a harmonious society. But the world around him was filled with hostility and intolerance. The growing influence of Sikhism disturbed the Mughal Emperor Jahangir, who saw the community's unity as a threat to his rule. In his unwavering dedication to the truth, Guru Arjan Dev Ji refused to bow to Jahangir's demands. His courage to stand by his faith was met with unbearable consequences. When Guru Arjan Dev Ji was arrested and brought to Lahore, he was subjected to days of torturous agony. His captors forced him to sit on a searing hot iron plate while scalding hot sand was poured over his body. The excruciating pain was unimaginable. Yet, amid that suffering, Guru Arjan Dev Ji sat in meditation, reciting, Tera Bana Mitha Lage. Your will is sweet to me, O Lord. Despite his body burning, his soul remained untouched by hatred or revenge. At the time of Emperor Aurangzeb, for standing against tyranny, Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji, vegetarian, was arrested and brought to Delhi. His loyal companions were tortured and killed in front of his eyes. Bhai Mati Das, vegetarian, was sawed in half. Bhai Sati Das, vegetarian, was wrapped in cotton and set on fire. And Bhai Dayala Ji, vegetarian, was boiled alive. Yet Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji remained unwavering, his heart filled with the love of humanity. On November 24, 1675, in the bustling marketplace of Chandni Chowk, Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji was beheaded,
etc.
Just like nowadays, even the Christian believers have been persecuted, even to death, in different countries. Believe it or not, we are in the 21st century. They still treat unbelievers very brutally. Just let them be, man. Just because they don't preach the way you want them to preach doesn't mean what they preach is not true. But there's always something. There was always human stuff. It's very sad to hear even nowadays many Christians are persecuted even to death because they're Christian. And also some Muslims are being persecuted because they're Muslim. So there are some Muslims who did bad things like terrorism. So that blankets the whole Muslim reputation. And many of the Christian priests abuse the faithful, including children and even babies. That makes people revolt against them and then against Christianity as a whole. These are very sad things. It all became terrible and brutal because of ignorance. Just like this monk, he says such things about Christianity, like there's no God. It is still a small thing. But if it continues, if many people believe him and then continue to harass the Christian people, then there might be blowing up into a bigger tension, higher tension, and then there might be war between Christians and Buddhists. That is the thing. It's always how it happens to begin with. And even between Christians, they also have war with each other. Not to talk about between different so-called religions, like in Ireland long time ago, for example, like that.
Between 1968 and 1998, a fratricidal conflict left over 3,500 people dead.
On the Ormeau Road in Belfast, the army couldn't keep apart Protestants and Catholics.
Paramilitary groups carried out attacks and assassinations. In 1998, the Good Friday Agreement put an end to this civil war.
But there was agreement and eventually a ceasefire.
So what are we going to do? I suggest whatever you believe in. If you think it's yours, good, you believe in it, keep it with your whole heart, whole mind. But do not interfere with other religions and criticize their faith, except when they do bad deeds, like molesting children, for example. But surprisingly, such a horrible sin and law breakers, pedophiles, for example, have hardly been punished. Still not now.
etc.
It's not religion that make trouble. It is some ignorant, having a position people in that religion that will make trouble because of their aggression, because of their bad deeds, bad temper, bad personality, or stupidity, very uneducated in their own religious belief. Or in the worst case, the devil possessed that makes trouble between religions, or even between those in their own religion. That is a problem. So please do forget. Well, if he makes a bigger deal, then you just have to do something according to the law. Otherwise, do not condemn Buddhism. Do not hate other Buddhists just because of this devil-possessed monk who says something that is offensive to your people, to your faith. You have the right to feel offended, but please do not blame it on the religion, because Buddhism has always been very peaceful, mostly peaceful, except for individual monks or nuns who do bad deeds and blemish the great religion, just like Buddhism. The differentiation between religions by the faithful also have a big deal of influence on how religions can perish or survive, progress or decline. Even nowadays, there was a big filmmaker, I forgot his name. I know it, I just suddenly forgot now. He's the one who made Cowspiracy. And recently, we also introduced the latest of his films, this documentary called Cowspiracy. He interviewed me once. I was in Taiwan. Taiwan is a beautiful country, by the way. They even have high mountains and low valleys. In the high mountains, you live there. You even see snow that covers, blankets the whole mountain. Alisana, beautiful, beautiful everywhere. Even though it's a small country, but from north to south, different weather. It's mesmerizing. Yeah, This documentary filmmaker is a co-filmmaker. The other one is Mr. Kun. I think Ki and Kun. I give both of them the Shining Word Award for good filmmaking that influences many people, that might make them think twice before they put that bloody animal people flesh in their mouth again. And I thank them a lot. Now, not Mr. Kun, the other one, the co-filmmaker, asked me what religion I belong to. I feel very, very surprised by him because I thought he meditates, that's what they say, meditates and know a lot about religion. So I thought he knew a lot more than just that. He asked me, what religion do you belong to? I didn't answer him because I didn't know what to say to him. But he should know by now that I'm for all religions, good ones, not by the name of it, but by the faithful who follow that religion. Should I put down all other religions to glorify my own opinion just for one choice? Maybe his choice?
It was truly such an honor. I've been vegan 10 years. When I went vegan 6 years before Cowspiracy, a lot of Cowspiracy was inspired by your book. That I found. So you had a big part of Cowspiracy. Thank you.
Very honored to be.
Well, let's start asking some questions. What religion would you say that you follow?
Well, actually, all religions taught similar things. Even in the Bible, it says, "Be you not among meat eater and wine drinkers." But you see, we do follow or not? See, and in Buddhism, it's also similar like that. Buddhism has 5 precepts, including all those don't eat meat and stuff like that. Buddha say, if you eat meat, you're not my disciple. Yeah, and the Bible say the same, yeah? Don't be among meat eaters and wine drinkers. So I don't understand why people don't read that. Yeah.
What religion do you follow?
Originally, I followed my parents, like Catholicism and Buddhism. But I'm not saying that I am just Buddhist or I'm just Catholic, because as I grew up, I studied different comparative religion doctrines, and I found out their masters have taught the same thing. They talk the same language. It's just that we misunderstand a lot, or we don't want to understand a lot. So I'm not Buddhist, I'm not Catholic, I'm not Muslim, I'm not Jain. I respect all of them and I understand all of them, and I really am a follower of all good religions in the world, compassionate ones. If you do good, you're peaceful, you help others, and you believe in your own religion, your saints or God, then I am that religion, not the name. So it was very difficult for me to tell him. I'm just telling you that even nowadays, there's so much information about different religions, and people are still kind of making a border, a boundary between great religions, and still persecute their faithful in different countries, in different ways. Oh, how sad. If you are a Christian, you might be in big trouble or fatal danger. If you are in Buddhism, you might have the same problem. If you're Muslim, you might have the same problem, etc.,
India has summoned a top Pakistani diplomat. The issue at hand is the safety of the Sikh community. It has demanded an investigation into the attacks on them. India has demanded the investigation. It has also sought the investigation report from Pakistan. Because the trend in Pakistan is alarming. In the last 3 months, 5 Sikhs have been killed.
1 in every 3 Christians in Asia are suffering from a high level of persecution. That's according to a new report by the UK-based Christian advocacy group Open Doors.
Open Doors US has just released its annual World Watch List, and the global persecution trend is alarming. Violent attacks against Christians and their churches are rising dramatically, especially in sub-Saharan Africa.
What makes Myanmar a textbook example is that the military has been launching attacks on the Rohingya, a Muslim minority in a majority Buddhist country. Violent tactics have forced tens of thousands of Rohingya to flee their homes. While many fled to Malaysia and Thailand, most ended up in Bangladesh. The recent wave of violence is the latest in a pattern of discrimination that started over 50 years ago.
A 250-year-old Buddhist temple burned to the ground in only minutes. Shugatubara says he couldn't do anything to stop a crowd of angry Muslims from destroying it.
Etc.
Nowadays, we have so much information. Still, people don't understand the main point of all religions. What's the goal? What are all religions pointing to? It's very sad for me sometimes, frustrating.
Supreme Master Ching Hai, vegan, is a world-renowned spiritual teacher, humanitarian, and artist. To learn more about her compassionate life and teachings, please visit suprememastertv.com/master.
Do not kill living beings. Do not take what is not freely given. Do not talk false. Treacherous speech. Sutra Kritanga Sutra. Jainism.
The most powerful daily prayer for any time and before meditation, which is the order from God, and Supreme Master Ching Hai shares with us by His blessed grace.
We humbly worship, praise, thank, obey, and love God Almighty, the Most High, the greatest, for world vegan, world peace, and our soul liberation. We thank, love, praise the only Son of God, who is the ultimate Master for our salvation. We follow the teaching of all the saints and sages. We thank, love, and praise them, who are the representatives of God for our spiritual elevation.
Devoted viewers, we thank you for your company for today's episode titled A Talk Dedicated to the Christian Faithful, Part 6 of 7 on Between Master and Disciples. Coming up next is Australian First Nation Dreamtime Stories, Part 1 of 2 on Words of Wisdom, right after noteworthy news. Please stay tuned to Supreme Master Television for more constructive programming.
Being vegan, having peace, doing good deeds, life is a feast.
Our programs offer many languages. Please visit suprememastertv.com/schedule and suprememastertv.com/BMD.
Unsere Sendungen bieten viele Sprachen. Gehen Sie auf suprememastertv.com/schedule und suprememastertv.com/BMD.
Also, be sure to follow us on our socials: YouTube, Facebook, Getter, Instagram, LinkedIn, Nico, Pinterest, Reddit, Substack, Telegram, Threads, TikTok, Truth Social, Tumblr, VK, and X, previously known as Twitter, in multiple languages by searching Supreme Master TV.